past. History recedes in my rearview mirror, carried away on the wave of music down the desert road. Memory humming at the heart of a factory town. All my life I've been working them angels overtime.
Hey everybody, welcome to my very first vlog. Never ever attempted anything like this before, so please bear with me as I navigate through what will inevitably be the many mistakes that I've made along the way. So my name is Victor and I wanted to do this vlog because I'm going through the process of waiting for a heart transplant, and I know that there are many people out there in a similar position who may or may not want or have thought of vlogging their journey, I suppose. And the reason I've thought about doing it is to try and communicate thoughts, feelings, the journey, and having some companionship along the way, I guess. So for the first vlog, I thought maybe I should introduce myself a little bit, tell you who I am and how I've ended up in the position that I have ended up in of needing a new heart. Yeah, so as stated, I'm in need of a new heart, and this wasn't really a surprise, if I'm honest, because I was born with a pretty serious heart condition back in 1970, which makes me very old now, of course. And the condition I was born with is called transposition of the great arteries, which basically, in layman's terms, meant that the heart was turned around the wrong way from a plumbing perspective, and instead of what would normally happen in a normal heart, being that the left ventricle would pump the blood around the body, in mine it's the right ventricle, and that ventricle is not designed to do that, certainly over many years. And after a period of time, mine's been a little over 50 years, it starts to fail and can't pump efficiently, and with that comes a whole load of other attendant issues. But we'll get into more of that as my vlogs go on, and a bit more detail in the medical side of things. And yeah, look, I'm hoping to try and make this as interactive as possible. As I said, I've never done anything like this before, so the idea is to try and maybe give some people out there some information that they might not know. Of course, everybody's journey is completely different, everybody's medical background is completely different, but I think once you end up in need of a heart transplant and you've reached that stage, obviously there are a lot of common factors, and be that feelings or physical issues or whatever it might be, day-to-day living, and I just really wanted to try and vocalise, document, and use this as a bit of a platform for others to maybe not feel as alone, or just to start a dialogue with people, etc, etc. I mean, we know that there are some great platforms out there, especially in social media, where there's a lot of cross-pollination of thoughts and ideas, but I just wanted to try and do something a little different, I suppose, and maybe this has been done before, who knows, and that's great, and we will go on the journey. So what does that journey look like? Well, really, nobody actually knows. For me, the actual heart transplant journey started around about August last year, and that was following a medical procedure that I had to try and fix something else. And it did fix the other thing, but unfortunately it left me in heart failure at the same time. And really, when I reflect back on how I have felt over the last, 18 months, 24 months, I can actually see that I was on the precipice of that heart failure anyway, and I think this procedure just kind of tipped me over the edge and made my heart decline rapidly. And we'll go into more details around about that and what's happened and why it's happened and where to from here. So part of the vlog I want to do is taking you guys with me to some appointments. Obviously we can't have the camera in an appointment, but it's just to try and have that feel of the day in the life of a heart transplant prospective recipient and what happens, and also to try and give some sense of how many people are involved in this, because I was absolutely stunned. You think about a heart transplant and you think about the surgeons and the doctors and the nurses, obviously, but the number of other people that are involved in this process right from the start is bewildering, and it's amazing. Certainly the support I've had here in Melbourne in Australia at the Alfred Hospital has been incredible, and I'm sure that's the case for many, many others across the world that are awaiting a transplant too. So no better way than to start this first day than bringing you along to one of my appointments. Today I am meeting the psychologist, so come with me and we'll grab the train and head into Melbourne. Hey everybody, okay, so it's time to go to the city and to the hospital. So quick car journey, jump on the train, jump on a tram, and we'll be there. So see you soon. It's one of the old trains today. Not generally as comfortable, but still does the job. It's people like me that think it's better to go down the back. Alright, let's get on. Alrighty, we are here at the Alfred Hospital. Bit of a journey. Planes, trains and automobiles. Well, automobiles, trains and trams. So I'm going to head in now and I'll wait for my appointment. Catch you in a bit. Well, that's the appointment done for this fortnight. Generally see the psychologist every couple of weeks. Thanks very much for watching this first episode. Not sure if anybody will like it or not, but if you do, that's fantastic. If you want to share it, that's great. And I'm planning on trying to do one of these every week. And next time I wanted to talk about the psychology of the transplant, what it sort of means and feels like to me anyway, and hopefully there's people out there that we can collaborate with, and really it's about supporting and helping one another. So again, thanks for watching, catch you next time.